So Paul says, now as he walks through Athens, because man has his own way of thinking, and they building idols. I don't have to build an idol to have an idolatrous thought. An idolatrous thought is anything that is contrary to the will of God, but lets me have my own will. That's idolatry. Paul walks through and he sees it. He said, what you worship? God wants me to be happy. That's your worship, if anybody has that philosophy. I don't need church to have Christ. If anybody has that philosophy, that's idolatry. Let's hurry. The text says, why do you say this, Paul? Verse 24, the God who made the world and all things in it, since he is Lord of heaven and earth, does not dwell in temples made with hands. What are you saying, Paul? All of them idols that you built, God doesn't approve or dwell in any of them. The philosophy that you establish, God doesn't approve it. The idea, the religious philosophy that you establish, he doesn't give approval for it. He doesn't. He doesn't dwell in a system that he didn't develop. You know why? Because he made the world. And he made everything in it. He created everything. God doesn't need me to create anything for him. God doesn't need for me nor you to guide his hand. God doesn't need me to tell him how to save me. God doesn't need me to tell him what's best for me. God doesn't need me to tell him what I need to be happy. He made me, and he is fit enough to tell a human that he made exactly what he or she needs. Now it's the human's obligation to determine if I want what my Creator said I need. Because he's designed everything in such a way, as Paul says, that all humans who come from the one blood, the blood of Adam, he's designed the world in such a way that every human being should be groping for him. He wants every human being to want him. But when I want to be happy at the expense of holiness, that's idolatry.